before you slip away now, let's get a commercial in for your church, Pastor. Come on Broadway Avenue. Tell us about it.
North Star Missionary Baptist Church, located 1657 Broadway Boulevard. Our Sunday school starts at 9:30, and our morning worship starts at 11 o'clock. So we would like to invite you.
And is there room for a few more seats? For a few more people?
Plenty.
Okay. Now, I know you got a good church, but you know why it's real good? Because we got some people from our school in the congregation. Forgive me, Lord. Forgive me, Lord. But, Pastor, we appreciate your leadership on the east side of the city, and I know you're very active there, not only in terms of your church congregation, but in the general side of the east side as well.
Thank you so much.
So thank you. We respect your work, and if you don't mind, we'll try to get on with this, whatever's going to happen in the next. I'm so glad you prayed, because I have no idea what's going to happen. Okay, Pastor, so good to see you. So good to see you. Okay, everybody, we got a few things to talk about before we get into the thrust of the program. We had an Easter egg hunt last. How did that sound, Sister Carol? I hardly said boo to you because we were so busy and so noisy out there. How did it sound?
It's very much fun.
Okay.
Yes, a lot of much fun.
All right, we had, I don't know, somewhere I think maybe around 150 to 200 kids.
Really?
Easter Bunny and clowns, and gave away bunches of stuff. Well, anyway, we had some compliments from the parents that joined us. So for those of you that were there, I think you kind of saw what happened. For those of you that tried to hear what was happening, I was running all over the front yards looking for eggs myself. So we had a good. I found one too. I found one. Anyway, I had a Snicker bar and it was good. Okay. Well, let's move on. We've got open enrollment at our school. You all know that now. We can come on anytime. I'd love to give you a tour of our school. So please give me a call. And our school number, as you know, 600-5000. Call it 600-5000. It can't get any easier. Call that number. Ask me to give you a tour. And for $29.95, I'll give you a tour. That's a joke, folks. So we give them free. No, but we got 3 big days coming up. Kindergarten enrollment. April 17, 18, and 19 from 9 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. We got open house all day long. Plus, Thursday evening, 6:30, we'll have an open house as well there. And, of course, you'll get to, if you come during the day, you're going to see the little squirts and the teachers and the teacher aides, and you'll see our school operate. And come on for lunch. You can sit with the kids and have lunch. I know you're dying to do that. But anyway, come on by, and we'd love to tell you all about our excellent kindergarten program. We teach Spanish in kindergarten all the way through grade 12, and you can see our kids in their reading groups and all of that. And of course they're reading now naturally and doing some advanced math. They're into nuclear physics. Can you believe that, Mr. Schuker, in kindergarten?
Yes.
You know, Pastor, forgive me for that fib. But anyway, we have a good time. We have a good time with our kids. Come on by, April 17, 18, and 19. I said 9 o'clock. It's actually 9:30 to 2 in the afternoon. Please come and join us. Our next food distribution, April 28th. This will be at the corner of Hemp Hill and South Saginaw. That address is 4800 South Saginaw. We're working there again with the Islamic Center. They provide us with a little partnership on this. They're helping pay for it, and we love them for that because our families benefit, our neighborhood folks, our school families, and we just work together, and we appreciate their desire to help Flint families. So we appreciate them and acknowledge them. Right now, I just came from our breakfast. We fed some people this morning from the neighborhood and from the school, and we had must have been about 20 or 25, probably even 30 today at our community breakfast program. So we did real good. We had several new families, which I love to see, and we helped them with some clothing and some food that they left with as well. So I think today, Pastor Flowers, I think we met some needs today of a couple of families that were maybe a little bit hurting. So we appreciate the opportunity to do that. Well, anyway, let's move on. We got some special guests, and we're going to probably talk to, who should we do first? Should we?
Her, since she's pointing.
Yeah, you point at yourself or somewhere else, Evelyn? Huh? You want to go first?
Sure.
Well, we got to have your mom up here then if you're going to go first, because we got to get Mom in the scene. Is Mom willing?
Sure.
Come on, Mom, pop in. No, you stay right there. It'll take you 2 days to move. I got a guy sitting next to me, folks. He must be at least 7 feet. What's your height, sir?
6'11".
So that's close. That's close. Oh my gosh, he's huge. Anyway, we're so glad, and he's in kindergarten at our school. Can you believe that? I know we're going to have the state champion. Evelyn, we're having a lot of fun. Evelyn, tell me who you are, where you go to school, where you going after college and all, after high school, because you're one of our beautiful seniors, and I mean that not only as a pretty face, met as a pretty young lady inside. And would you be kind enough to tell us about some things about your life, young lady?
Well, okay. Well, I attend, of course, International Academy of Flint. Awesome school.
Okay.
I've been there for like 8 years,
Mm-hmm.
forever.
Forever.
And it's been fun. I had my ups and downs there, you know.
Well, life's ups and downs, and that's why we have good pastors like Pastor Flowers. When folks have their downs and their ups, pastor's usually there to help counsel them through. And I think
Amen. For real.
our Candy Thomas, our counselor, and others have likely helped you in some of that process. Now, tell us, we know where you're graduating, of course, but I don't know where you're going to school. Who's accepted you so far, hon?
U of M.
Ann Arbor or Flint?
Flint.
Okay.
But really, I want to go there.
That's your spot.
Yeah,
To take up what?
veterinarian.
What is it?
Veterinarian.
You want to be a veterinarian?
Everything.
That is so good. Oh my God, I know a couple of veterinarians. I'll tell you what, before you get out of school, before you graduate, or right after that, let me hook you up with a veterinarian.
Ooh, hook up.
And you could maybe spend half a day or a day with them. Would you like that? Mother, is that okay?
Oh, that
Oh,
is
here's
beautiful.
Mom, right here. Looking down the road. Girl, how you doing? Yeah, let's do that for Everlene. Can we do
I
that?
would love for her to do that. She would love that.
Yeah, I think that would be really. Why you choose a veterinarian? I'm fascinated.
I enjoy animals. I
Okay.
love them.
Okay.
They're fun.
You got a favorite animal?
I like dogs and cats.
I like them on Sesame Street. Them's animals.
You're the only one I like.
I think she's more drawn to dogs.
Is that right? Okay. How did that happen, Miss Clark? And welcome to our show, by the way,
Well,
Miss
thank
Clark.
you.
How did you see this nurtured over time?
You know, I noticed she did like love animals. I know
Ever
she
since
loved
a little
them.
thing.
Yes, she
Okay. She
did.
ain't much more than a little thing now.
No,
Okay. All right. But
not
that's
at all.
wonderful. Okay.
Yeah, and she, I mean, we could go to a parking lot or anything. If she sees a dog, she's running over to it and looking at it, and
Okay.
I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
she
How many?
just loves
Do you have some pets then? That'd be a
it.
natural
No,
question.
unfortunately, we do not right
Okay.
at this time.
Okay. All right. And you're going to U of M. Flint for that, because I know MSU has a veterinary program as well, I think.
Yeah, I heard they had a great one, so
Okay.
I'm probably not going to transfer there.
Well, okay, but you're going to stay home for a while.
Yeah.
You like that, Mom? All right, we'll skip that
Um,
question. We're going to skip that question real quick. Okay. All right, let's see. Didn't somebody, we got another senior. We'll probably ask her about our senior trip and where you guys went. Now, how do you think we've prepared you? What's the best experience you've had at our school in terms of, in your opinion, preparing you for college?
The testing.
Talk about that.
Well, yes, we do a lot of testing, and it did prepare me for it, because, you know, we is going to do a lot of testing and studying,
Okay.
all that. I mean, it changed in our senior year, you know, we got to go to our classes, and also we got to take notes, so it prepared me a lot for college.
Okay, now there's something we do that most schools probably don't do, and we do it on a regular basis. Sister Carolyn, what are you going to do, scooter by me? Ooh, I like that. Thank you. Okay. Okay, come on in with your book bag. A book bag to a radio program. Can you believe that? Hi, girlfriend.
Hi.
Okay, let's finish on that testing since you brought it up. About retakes. Talk about that. What is that retake idea?
I think it helps a lot. Like, even though, you know, you fail your first time, you can always try again. A lot of schools don't do that, but I think it's good that International does, because it's hard to fail since they got retakes.
And the retake is basically if the teacher, or whatever the cutoff score is that we ask you to retake, you study today, because our point is not to not pass kids. We don't want to flunk kids. We want them to get the knowledge. So we ask them to retake it. And on the retake, you can't get 100. What's the score usually? It should top out at.
If you do get 100, it's a 76, but
Yeah.
it depends on what, you know.
What course, too?
Of course.
Yeah, okay, all right. But retaking then encourages you to actually get the information, get the knowledge, because we teach based on levels and on concepts. And you can't jump ahead 2 concepts if you never got the basic concept of it all. So, Sister Karen, we just keep moving them up, so they get all those concepts. And the retaking concept in and of itself is very, very worthy. And I feel all schools should do something
Yes.
like that. Not just take it one time, you didn't pass, it's over.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
not good,
yes.
because you missed the information.
Yes,
We
we
wanted to
didn't
get the
focus that
information.
first time,
Okay.
yes.
Hey, who's that sitting next to you that just squiggled in? Why don't you introduce her, okay?
Okay, this is my best friend forever, Akiva Williams.
Forever. How you been, girl? Thank you
Good.
for agreeing to be on this morning, because Little Bit here called you, I think, last night and probably woke you up and said, you're going to be on the radio with me. So anyway, I'm glad that worked out. And Miss Clark, thank you for doing that. Now, I mentioned the trip to Toronto. What's all that about?
It was our class year trip. It was fun.
Okay.
A great experience.
And we were there, what, 4 days or
4 days.
4 days, okay. And went by bus, okay.
Yes.
What did we do there, since I didn't go?
A lot of sightseeing, shopping.
I knew that'd come up. You went too, didn't you?
Yes.
You went? Okay, all right. Well, what'd you see? Give me an idea of some of the things you saw in Toronto. I've been there one time, but it was kind of on business, and I didn't get to look around much. So educate me, girl.
There was a lot of big buildings. I saw you
Make
were
note of this,
right.
Pastor. Big buildings in Toronto. Did you go inside any of them?
No.
Oh. You must have been to a museum, a show. What?
I was just taking pictures.
Just taking pictures. Can you help her on that answer? Did you do anything?
No.
Huh?
No, I was with her most of the time.
Oh. Well, this was an exciting senior trip.
Yes.
Where'd you go on your senior trip, big guy?
I went to Chicago.
Big buildings there, too.
A lot of big buildings there.
Where'd you come out of, by the way?
I went to Flint Northwestern, graduated
Did
in
you
07.
really? How long,
Yes, sir.
in 07?
Yes,
Did
sir.
you? Were you that tall then?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I never saw you play. I apologize.
It's okay.
I sincerely apologize. Okay. Now, you were going, I think, Shakira, I never even introduced this man, and I can't remember the name. Forgive me.
Marcus Lowe.
That's it. Thank you.
Yes,
You
sir.
told me earlier. I never got it on the paper.
That's okay.
Now, I know you're playing for Detroit,
Yes,
so
sir.
why don't you tell us a little bit about that, LaMarcus?
It's college.
Yes.
I'm finishing up. This is actually my last 2 or 3 weeks in college,
Wow.
and I'm excited about my next ventures, basketball-wise, and living life as a man
Okay.
and being in the real world. So I'm actually excited and looking forward to what God has in store for me.
Oh, I
the
love
next
to hear
couple
that.
years.
Pastor
Amen,
Flowers, isn't
yes.
that good? How
Amen.
buddy?
It is.
Okay.
We're gonna support it.
Tell us now, how did you do it? And of course, I know what position you played,
Yeah.
shooting guard, right? Yeah, okay. But tell us about your season and then move into a little bit about your curriculum at college, sir.
Our season went well. I played well. We made it to the NCAA tournament.
I know.
We fell in the first round at Kansas, which most people know went on to the national championship game and lost to Kentucky.
Yep.
But as far as school-wise go, it's school.
Mm-hmm.
It's no different than high school. A lot of work, dedication.
But what curriculum are you following?
Oh,
or did you
I'm
follow?
a graduate in computer information systems.
Oh, mercy. Well, that may stay. We might see computers next week. I think that's a good occupation.
It's a
Okay.
fad.
Now let's talk about your other career that might develop. Let's
Basketball.
talk about the hoops game.
Yes.
Do you think you're going to have an opportunity to be drafted?
Yeah, I got a good chance. I'm just gotta, keep working hard. Got a lot of things in place for me these next upcoming weeks, basketball-wise, as far as being here in the United States with the NBA and things like that.
Are we allowed to ask you who has contacted you from the MPA, or is that something you want to keep private?
I mean, I don't have no problem with talking about it. I mean, I just fresh to get out of college. A lot of teams, have inquired, but really not for sure exactly
Okay.
where I'm gonna go in which order,
Okay.
to work out and things like that.
And then if this didn't work out in America with the NBA, you're looking at Europe, or what might you be looking at?
Looking to go overseas
Okay.
and play. I'm not gonna say it's all about the money, but the money is enticing to certain countries. But if that don't work out, go over there and play. I just want to play the game of basketball. I mean, I love to play the game. I just want to continue to play as long as I can.
Well, we've had several Flint kids go on to European ball. I in fact, didn't. When I'm trying to think of it, I can't. But can you throw some names out that went to Europe to play?
Europe, exactly. I don't know off the top of my head. I know a lot of guys from Flint that I play with in the summertime are actually overseas that play
Okay.
basketball.
Okay.
So I can't just necessarily say Europe right off the top of my head,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of guys that go over and play the game. I can
Well, I'd
honestly
rather
say
you
that.
stay here.
I'd rather stay here too. I think my mother rather I stay here
Well,
too.
I believe so.
Yeah, so I think her and my family, whether I stay here, I would rather stay here too.
We don't want you marrying some European filly. We want you over here, partner. Well, Mr. Love, good to talk to you.
Good to talk. Thank
And
you.
if you don't mind, I'm going to slide Mr. Shakir in here because we've got it is such a pleasure.
Thank you.
to
I
talk to
appreciate
you.
that.
And I'm so glad you got to school and finished up.
Thank you. I appreciate
God
that.
bless you.
You
and
too.
whatever happens to you, we're going to watch you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Wait a minute, aren't they a team?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, they kind of, okay, all
Okay.
right. Yeah. Okay, you
Thank
can
you,
stay
Sister
here.
Clark.
That's right,
Yep.
that's right.
Thank you.
Now, you got Mr. DeAntoni Shakir, who works at our school in the area of behavior, student management and behavior. And you work a lot with all ages, but I particularly love to see you with the little guys, because in the hallway, when one of our guys gets a little upset or something, there you are down on your knees. And
Always,
you
always.
get right down into their eye and look at them in the eye and work with them, and I'm so impressed with that. And I thank you for doing that. I've done the same thing, but I just can't get up. That's my problem. You just pop up. Okay. Well, anyway, please tell us maybe a little bit about what you do at school. I've kind of introduced it, but then we want to find out about your special program you got
Okay,
going.
okay. What I do at International, I'm a student management. That's with the disciplinary. I work with the kindergarten through 7th grade. So I do a lot of, I don't want to say suspending a lot of kids, but, just kind of like discipline kids.
Sure.
Work with them, being a counsel, being a, big mentor towards them.
Okay,
so.
and I know they all admire you.
Mhm.
No matter if you go eye to eye with them or not, they
Right.
still admire and love you. That's very obvious when you walk down the hall. And now you got a little something special for our little bitty squirts. So why
Right,
don't you
right.
talk about that in any fashion? And I think Mr. Big here is going to help you in this, isn't
Yeah,
it? Mr.
yeah.
Love's going to help us.
Mr.
Okay,
Lowe,
all right,
Mr. Lowe.
okay.
Um,
Low, excuse me. I said
All
Love.
right,
Sorry,
no problem,
sorry,
no problem.
Okay.
April 27th and 28th, we're having a 2-day kids basketball camp. Actually, it's for the grades kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd, and we're accepting 40 kids because we want to work with them one-on-one, and we want to be effective working with the kids.
Mhm.
And we have
Now this will be in our big gym, right?
right in
Our
the big
high
gym
school
at
gym.
International
Okay.
Academy. And we have a good support staff. We're gonna teach them the fundamentals of basketball. How to be a good young man.
Mhm.
We're gonna feed them. And also we have a good staff. We have Damon Franklin, Brendan Green, also Mr. Buford. That's
Mhm.
also a 3rd grade teacher.
Mhm. Mhm.
And my buddy Marcus Lowe, that's gonna do a lot of helping out. And one thing I'm gonna say about Marcus, he also helped me out with the New Nation ministry that I'm over, also with my basketball team. And this one particular kid, Omar Muhammad, he wears size 19 or 20
Yeah, I know it.
in shoe, and then we had to find him
Yeah,
shoe
tell them about
size.
that. That's great. Yeah.
And my friend Marcus here told me, he was like, look, I got, like maybe 4 boxes of shoes that I can, donate to him. I'm like, all right, well, let me have you shoes up to the school because he's going to be excited. And he came up here and he gave him 4 pair of new basketball shoes.
praise God.
And like the expression on his face was like, like life-saving.
Yeah, yeah.
So I know he appreciate that a lot. All he do is talk about Marcus. So, Marcus, he's been helping me out since day one. So
Mhm.
I really appreciate, Marcus for everything he's, done. So.
Yeah, he's the only kid that I've ever seen that can stand on one end of the floor and his toes are on the other. It's a size 18 guy team. It's
Yeah,
unbelievable. And he can jump. Oh, he can
No, he
stand
can
and dunk
jump. Yes,
like
he
right
can.
now. Okay, very good. And I don't mean Mr. Lowe. I'm talking about Muhammad.
Yeah, Omar.
okay. But for that, my friend, thank you. That was a wonderful
Anytime,
gesture.
anytime.
You got a good heart.
Thank you. I appreciate
Always.
that.
And I believe and we trust that the Lord will guide you in the right decision with the right teams and as this evolves. So the best to you, my
Thank you. I
friend.
appreciate
You
that.
betcha. Yes,
Mhm.
sir.
But,
Well, now I have to ask a question. Is this only for international children?
no, it's not just for international
Now
kids.
hear that, audience. Hear that. Kindergarten, 1st and 2nd grade. Hear this now.
Kindergarten,
Go
first
ahead.
and second. And the cost is $20. Again, we're feeding them. We're supplying them with a shirt. You win prizes. We
Mhm.
actually had some stuff from Foot Locker and Foot Action was donated shirts so they can win prizes,
Oh, my.
basketballs. And
Okay.
also we're going to take pictures with LaMarcus and some of the, and also the staff that's helping out their college basketball players.
Okay.
That's helping out. So you get to take a picture with the guys.
Me too?
Yeah, you can take it. You can jump on his back and take pictures.
Oh, God.
So we're looking to have a good time, and also the staff at International is going to be helping out you know, with the food and
Okay.
you know, handing out stuff. So we're looking to have a a good time.
Oh, it'll be a good time.
Mhm.
April 27th and 28th. So
Yes.
that's a Friday, Saturday.
Yep, it's a Friday and Saturday. The Friday is at 4 to 6, and then Saturday is 1 to 3.
Okay, now if I don't go to international, we handle our own kids pretty well. But if I'm not going to international, what do I do to sign up? What do I do?
Actually, you can contact me at 810-397-5878, or you can just call the school and ask for a form, where you can come up to the school and get a form so we can put you on that list.
All right, now let's go. That phone number I could have never remembered it. So let's
Okay,
go
it's,
real slow. 397 audience.
yes.
397.
5878.
Okay.
Or you can just call the school at
Okay.
810-600-5000.
That's right. I gave you that number earlier. In case you want to call in now, audience, 239-5733. Sister Carolyn just fell asleep, so let's
No,
call
I
her.
didn't.
Just call her and call that lady and keep her awake. So if you got a question about our program, 239-5733. I saw you dozing over there. She wasn't audience. She can't doze during my program because we got stuff happening all the time. Okay?
I deal with everything.
I love that lady, everybody. 239-5733. Now, where are you going to college, girl? I didn't ask you that yet.
I want to go to Detroit Mercy.
Okay.
Because they got tall buildings?
Okay.
Did that just happen now, or did you really want to?
I've been wanting to go there.
Okay. And pursue what curriculum?
Nursing.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Actually, we got a good friend that
That'd
just
be so
graduated
good.
from Detroit.
Who was
Mercy.
that?
Nafisa McClendon. She's
I don't
working
know
at
that young
Genesis
lady.
now.
Yeah, okay. That is, no, you'll get a 4-year RN degree then, yes? BSN?
That's a great school.
Very good, okay.
Great school.
I feel a little prejudicial remark here, am I right? Now, Sister Carolyn, did we have a call coming in?
Yes, you do have a call. It's Elder Whitmore. If you can give me 1 second, just go, and when you finish, don't hang up. Okay. Ready? Because I see all eyes are on me.
Yes,
So I'm
indeed.
best to get to cracking. Okay. And we're ready.
Pastor Elder, how do you do? I knew you'd be calling in, at least I thought you would, so good morning to you. Take it, sir, take it.
Do you hear me?
Indeed.
Okay. All is well, sir. I'm just calling, first of all, to celebrate what I'm hearing, what's going on at International, and also just to share leadership conference that is happening at our Church Living Word Ministry, and it's open to the community on on April the 21st. That is that from 8 o'clock is registration to 1 p.m. And the presenter is Dr. Keith Johnson of Spring Hill, Florida. He's titled as America's #1 confidence coach. And I know in a day like today, many of us need confidence, especially our young children. Mm-hmm. And it is open to the children as well, so they can learn now in their formative years of how to have confidence and maintain it throughout their adult lives. So I just want to make that known to all of you, those of you who have those opportunities and have those strengths. It's open to you, so you can join in with us and share on that day.
Slow down.
Pastor, our expert radio announcer here said you're talking a little bit too fast. Could you slow down, particularly with the date
I will
and the time, sir? Thank you.
What I'm offering the community, and then definitely those from International, is a leadership conference. Dr. Keith Johnson from Spring Hill, Florida. The title of it is The Art of Turning Dreams into Reality. And that is Saturday, April the 21st. Registration's at 8 o'clock. It is free. I'm going to say it again because you told me to say that last time.
Yes, sir.
It is free. There will be a donation asked for at the end of it, but to come in, it is free. He normally speaks in front of audiences of thousands, and he's allowed himself to come in this opportunity to present himself in this format to try and get as many people before the kinds of tools and skill bases and methods to keep our confidence built up in the times in which we're going in. So I just wanted to make sure that was made available to all, and again, that is free.
Yes, sir. Well, Pastor Elder, thank you very much. That's the 21st of April, which is a week from tomorrow. Pastor. And I don't know that. Let's repeat your church, sir. Living Word, isn't it, sir?
That is correct. That is Living Word Ministry.
And that's on Carpenter Road?
Yes, sir. That's 2001 West Carpenter Road. It's right next door to the new Social Security building.
Yes, sir. I know exactly where that is. Very good. All right, Sister Carolyn, did you get enough information so you might be able to handle phone calls if they come in?
Yes.
Okay. Pastor, it's good to hear from you again, and thank you for being on our program. Was it last week? No, week before, I believe it was.
Yes, sir. And
Thank you. We appreciate the relationship as well that we have with you, and we trust that will be maintained. And we again extend to you God's blessing in all that you do, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
so much.
Right. Good afternoon to you. Okay. Sister Carolyn, we're nearing completion here, aren't we? Got about 2 or 3 minutes?
Actually, yes, we have 2 or 3 minutes. Mrs. Clark, is there anything?
Yeah, I'd like to see if we could get Miss Clark back. Shakira, are you good with what you said, and Mr. Lowe as well? Are we good? Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, very good. Good to have you here, sir.
Always.
And thank you. And folks, if you want to, again, get your little person, kindergarten, first, second grade, in that basketball program, a Friday and a Saturday, 27, 28, call the school, 600-5000, and we can give you additional information there, or you can just come on in and pay, and that goes to help running the program. The kids get to eat, they get a T-shirt, they'll have tons of fun, and we encourage you to stay and watch them, too. We'd enjoy you doing that. Okay, Sister Carolyn, what happened?
I just wanted him to repeat that again, and then go into the last 2-minute segment with the ladies,
Yes.
beautiful ladies.
Okay.
You.
Tell them what I
repeat
just
that?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
again,
guess they can't hear me, so they want to
April
hear.
27th and 28th, we're having a basketball camp. Again, call the school, 600-5000. You can ask for myself, Mr. Shakir. They'll direct you to me, again, with more information. Thank you.
Okay, amen.
Very good. Did we do okay,
Yes,
Sister Carolyn?
thank you.
Cheerleader all day.